I was a Mega Man Zero fan after playing Mega Man Zero 1 before Zero 4 came out in 2005. Right now I'm busy in my own house playing the Mega Man ZX Zero collection. The Zero collection came out in 2010 before this re-release collection for the first time along with both ZX games, and well, I don't know what type of Mega Man fan you're doing now. Anyway, I was about to go out to my room after playing the Mega Man ZX Zero collection for too long, when I heard a ring at the front door. I quickly turned to the front door. I started to open the door, but no one was there. I looked at the package on the floor. Only there is one label on the package. The label says Ciel GBA. Wait, I don't remember anything about this kind of game since I heard a lot about this female Mega Man scientist, like anyone knows this scientist girl a lot. I was tricked by some kind of ROM hack, or maybe just someone who left the game here to prank me. I never know why. Since the package is at the front door of my house, I guess I'll try this ROM hack game. Then I quickly closed the front door with ease. Before heading to my room, I started using my classic console known as the GameCube before preparing my Game Boy adapter while putting the Ciel GBA cartridge in it after opening it from the package I got. However, it seems the black text was written by some ink marker, except it didn't have GBA label like those cool image label art of GBA. It only had lame black marker text on it. Oh well, maybe it's some random things. Can every people do that? Now I started to play Ciel GBA on my own GameCube. Unexpected, it's the same Mega Man Zero 1 for whatever reason. Why is this called Ciel GBA in the first place? Only I saw different changes to things in the game. It had the same background as the original game, but with sprite errors everywhere, and began a first cutscene which I skip. Only I noticed her eyes smaller without her puff text in below, which it's just strange. It means sprite error, I guess. Except Zero, who was the only unchanged character present here, is acting like the same original game does. I was trying to protect her, known as Ciel, a female blonde scientist who helped the heroic Red Reploid as her robot partner. There are no enemies in here, only Zero and Ciel alone together on the first level. I can't understand why this ROM hack had a strange error and no enemies at all. In any case, after I quickly finished the final part of the first level, I was still curious about why this ROM hack existed in the first place. Something happened in the ROM hack game. There was no scene when she was captured by the golem's hands, except that she stood there as if she had done nothing. She silently smiled in a questioning manner and almost seemed insane because of her expression. Before I attempted to move my playable character, Ciel quickly moved her head while looking at the heroic Red Reploid, but she remained smiling at him without moving on her own. Zero, I felt so lonely since you were finally here with me. I finally have you now, Ciel said while looking at her mugshot. She smiled with a crazy expression. I didn't know what was going on in this ROM hack, only I already knew Ciel was an innocent character in the Mega Man series, but I had never seen her end up like this before in my whole life. I thought to myself, and I think this looked like a custom ROM hack cutscene. Then Ciel slowly moved her head down. It looked like she was looking at the ground, except her eyes were still looking at Zero. Ciel slowly walked towards the heroic red Reploid while slowly chanting in digitized speech, almost like she sung Frishu all by herself. It almost seemed like she was aware of this rum hack, but she kept walking towards Zero very slowly. The TV screen quickly turned off after Zero was touched by Ciel. The TV screen was now black after that strange moment. Ciel's face slowly emerged from the black screen. She was looking into my eyes as if she was looking at me in the real world before I removed the GBA cartridge from the Game Boy adapter and then turned off my own GameCube immediately after the strange encounter I witnessed. I had to go to sleep after that long game of that strange rum hack I found outside my front door. I calmly kept my eyes closed before I heard the same voice of hers far from my bed. "000, do you think removing that cartridge from your adapter is a good idea? What a shame, darling, you're all mine." Ciel said. That was the same creepy laugh of hers before I knew something was wrong here. She was finally free from her prison because she knew where I lived in my own house. With the same crazy smile along with the same stare into my eyes or my soul, she stood there in front of me and behind the television screen. She slowly walked towards me, towards my room. I had to cover myself with a blanket, but it was of no use against her. Who knows what would have happened to me before Ciel quickly disappeared in front of me as my eyes quickly closed in a moment. When I slowly opened my eyes, she was gone as she seemed to have returned to her own home. The GBA cartridge is just her home. I think it's Ciel, the female scientist who remained sentient forever, as it was so strange cause she became real outside of the game known as her house. I don't know how is she able to do it easily by herself. I keep this cartridge in my own hands from anyone else except myself. I will keep this self-aware being away from anyone without causing any harm, or maybe much worse than harming any people. I already know this living being. If she's a sentient character who wants something else than Zero, she wants something better than a red heroic Reploid, which only me instead. Who knows how dangerous she can be? If I knew, I would be trapped with her until I died, and maybe my soul go inside that cartridge forever, no matter what.